And welcome back to more Paper Mario. So last time we opened the way to the Crystal Palace, and this time we're starting out by showing a few more secrets around Shiver City, starting off with the inn. Mario, I took a nap, and when I woke up, there were all these items. And it was the weirdest thing. The floor is all wet as if snow had melted everywhere. Do you think someone left these as a present for you, Mario? But who would do that? So we have 4 regular mushrooms, and an Ultra Shroom. An Ultra Fine Mushroom restores 50 HP. Just a heads up, we actually need a lot of inventory space soon, so I'm only going to take the Ultra Shroom and 2 of the regular mushrooms. So, the earliest you can see that is after you help out the snowmen by returning the scarf and bucket. Definitely worthwhile because Ultra Shrooms are not easy to come by, and are one of the best healing items in the entire game. So yeah, definitely worthwhile. And finally, over by the western side of Shiver City, there is this house that has no door. So to access it, we actually have to cut through here, and go through the window, and jump across to this window and enter. In this house, we have the Attack FXE badge. Changes the sound effects of Mario's attacks as usual. So let's actually see what this one sounds like. Unequip this one, and equip the new one. It's a little Yoshi squeaky noise. It's kind of weird to think that Yoshi did not have voice acting in this game, even though, actually, yeah, Yoshi's Story would have been out by now, so, yeah, kind of interesting, throwback there, because, yeah, that sound probably wouldn't be used in too many more games for Yoshi. Again, Yoshi is one of my favorite characters, so I'm probably gonna use this for a while. We're still missing Attack FXB. I do plan to go back and show some of the badges I missed. By the way, there's also a star piece I missed right here. And with that, we are ready to go to Shiver Mountain. There's a save block here, but I needed to go back to town anyway, so it worked out doing it that way. We have a switch here, and as a heads up, definitely take advantage of Cooper in this area. Fire damage is really helpful, so definitely swap over to Cooper if you want an easy time. Also, maybe level up Cooper to Ultra rank before this area, because this does so much damage against fire enemies. 8 damage is nothing to sneeze at. So, I am going to do a regular jump on this Gulpit there, but also on the subject of going back for badges, one thing I wanted to mention is I plan to, try to show every badge, at least somewhat. You know, I want to show all of the ones in the field that we've missed, and also go over some other ones that we don't have yet that are available in the shops. For example, the cellar in the sewer, Rip Cheeto, has a few rare badges, and also star pieces, for 64 coins each, so we definitely want to go through his entire inventory at some point. Ralph obviously has some really good badges as well, that are exclusive to his shop, so I'd like to go and show off as many badges as I can. On the flip side, I'm not sure how I'm going to approach recipes, because it's kind of hard to show recipes in this game because you have limited inventory, there's no log for recipes, so at some point I would like to go over some of the recipes, and I'm not sure if I can actually show all of them, because 1, collecting all the ingredients takes a while, and 2, limited inventory space. There are more recipes than inventory, so I'd probably just have to mention some of them. And finally, for things I haven't shown yet, there's the final 2 trading events, from the pink toad that we saw in Toad Town a while ago. So there are 2 more, and one of them I think I said was available in Chapter 6. It's actually available after Chapter 5. So between Chapter 7 and 8, I do plan to show off that as well. Yeah, basically, as a bit of a heads up, there is no post-game in this game. So as a result, I'm going to try to show as much as I can before we actually jump into Chapter 8. By the way, there's that brick block that has nothing in it. Turns out, right above it is a hidden Ultra Shroom. Definitely worthwhile, and again, part of the reason why I encouraged leaving some inventory space available. Also a pebble. I did not read the description for the pebble. A common pebble. Throw it to damage an enemy. Pretty standard. And yes, it is actually worth picking up for reasons that we'll go into shortly. Switch over there, and now we have 2 Coopers. Hmm? No! What's wrong with my eyes? You look just like me. Imposter, who are you really? Tell me your name. I'm Cooper. Yeah, that's it. The question is, who are you? What? That's impossible. I'm the one and only Cooper. You're not. You're talking crazy now. You're making no sense. I'm the genuine Cooper, really. Come on, Mario, you know me. This guy's a big liar. I'm not lying. Mario, you know I'm Cooper, don't you? Don't you recognize your buddy? Shut your mouth, goody goody. I'm his buddy. Yeah, that's it. Why, you're the one who should shut his mouth. I'm his buddy. Listen, moron, Mario. You have to decide who's lying. It's the only way. Pick the one you think is lying and whack him really hard with the hammer. Fine. Yeah, fine with me. If you think you'll get away with a trick like that, fine. I know Mario knows who I am. I believe in you, Mario. Yeah, what made you think that I was the one lying, huh? It must have been luck. No one has instincts that good. Don't be such a crybaby. You lost. What were you thinking, trying to trick Mario like that? What? Shut up. I'll trick you. Alright, so we have a new type of enemy. The, Dupli Ghosts. This is a Dupli Ghost. Dupli Ghosts disguise themselves as members of your party. Max HP 15, attack power 4, defense power 0. They love to attack in disguise. It seems like they're generally stronger fighters when they're not disguised though. So actually, we want them to be disguised, so we are swapping back to Cooper. For reasons that hopefully will become clear soon. Or they could just attack directly and negate my plan. Okay, one is gonna cooperate. So, they take on the attributes of your, party members. Therefore, with Cooper, you can flip over, the Koopa as normal and make, the fight a lot easier. Obviously, you don't want, like, Bombette. That would obviously be kinda scary, having to fight, like, 2 Bombettes in a row. But with Cooper, as an example, you can just very easily stun them with head bonk and jump attacks. Like so. No problem. So yeah. That's probably the easiest way to deal with Dupli Ghosts, is to get them to be Cooper and then just easily stun them. And with that, now we have to climb up a little bit farther, and we have a new type of Clubba, and our last super block. And of course, we have to level up Lackey Lester, because he's the only option. Lackey Lester is upgraded to Ultra Rank, and with that, we have maxed out our party. I feel a little bad that I tend to only default to a few characters out of the entire roster, because, you know, a lot of the characters have really strong abilities, but I tend to just, rely on, like, 3 party members. This is a White Clubba. They live in cold climates. Who knows why they moved here? Max HP 12, attack power 5, defense power 0. They sometimes attack consecutively. They're pretty powerful, it's tough to swing such big clubs. Ice attacks won't work on them, so break out the fire if you have it. So earlier, an enemy dropped a fire flower, so this normally does 3 damage, so if we use it against these clubbas, it should do 5 damage. Which is perfect, because now they're set up to use Starstorm on. The consecutive attack does 2 damage per hit, so it does a total of 6 unguarded. And thus 3 if you do guard. I feel like if you are good at guarding, you want the consecutive attack. If you are bad at guarding, the regular attack will do less, I think, because the regular only does 5 instead of 2 hits, or 3 hits of 2. 77 star points, so we're almost to another level. I think next is BP. So yeah, definitely could use some more BP. Also, by the way, this is why I recommended not stocking up too much on items, so you have room for a shooting star. Problem, we have an ice wall now, but with our pebble, we can actually swap items. The snowman doll isn't going to be super helpful because snow, but might as well pick it up anyway. Let's use the iced potato because we can just stay at an inn. And finally, a Thunder Rage, a great item for large groups of enemies, and we're swapping out the... actually, I'm gonna put the snowman doll here. We can actually pick it up on the way out, and frankly, it'll be a better use of our inventory to collect it later. So over here, we have a little bit of a hidden pathway, and a bombable wall. So, do you remember the hint about invisible walls earlier? Well... At last, it is Mario. I'm glad you found this place. I've been expecting you. Oh, do you find it strange that I know of you? My name is Madame Merlar. I am a messenger of the stars. You know Merlon and Merle well. I am their ancestor. The stars spoke to me of you through my dreams. They said you would come to the shrine on Shiver Mountain. It is here that I guard the way to the Crystal Palace. We have little time to waste, so listen carefully. You may not know this, but the followers of Bowser have invaded Crystal Palace, where stars are honored. Now, what I have to tell you is very important. Listen to every word I say. I can't tell you the whole tale. In the interest of time, I'll be brief, so pay attention to the key points. The story begins a long time ago. I was still a young woman back then. A horrible thing happened on the mountain one day. I ran there immediately but it was actually... I was such a sight. It was none other, then I... So that's why you must get Bowser's men out of the Crystal Palace, but... Hey you, were you even listening to my story? Well, okay then. As I was saying, you need the Starstone to reach the palace. I'll give it to you. With this stone, you can open the way to the Crystal Palace. Go on, make haste. Do you think you understood my shortened version of the tale? It really doesn't do the story justice, you know. Perhaps one day I'll tell you the full story. Until then, good luck. You got the Starstone. A stone. It opens the path to the Crystal Palace. And with that, we head out through the invisible wall once more. And where do we use the stone? Well, just up here is a pedestal with a conveniently star-shaped indent. That is quite a lot of stairs. To be blunt, one of my most recently played games is Final Fantasy VII, so that's the first thing I think of when I see tons of stairs in a JRPG. Admittedly, a lot fewer stairs in this game, compared to Final Fantasy VII. Alright, so we have another group of enemies. Luckily we have already tattled them all, so we can make short work of them. We have 15 HP, I just noticed. Luckily we shouldn't have too many more fights until we get to a heal spot. Ow. And luckily, yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about health after this. We're almost to the palace, actually. Again, these chapters feel really short, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because of the pacing of them. It's pretty snappy. Like, you know, the actual lead-up to a dungeon is only like a few screens, basically, and a bunch of enemies. Well, I feel like even Thousand Year Door has more between chapters, but in here is the Mega Jump Badge. Mario stomps on a single enemy using tons of attack power. So, 3 BP, I might unequip this for that, for now. I like having both equipped, the regular power jump and Mega Jump, because the FP cost is much higher for Mega Jump, so in cases where a power jump will suffice, to me it just makes sense to use power jump instead. So got a safe block there, and more stairs, and a heal block. Right on cue. And with that, we have reached the entrance to the Crystal Palace. Alright, so we have this big mirror hallway, a door, a switch with a red door, and if we hit the switch, it swaps over to a blue door. So obviously we need 2 sets of keys, well not 2 sets of keys, just 1 key. We have 2 hallways over here, why did I say 2 hallways? 1 hallway, and a new, type of enemy. I thought it was in this room, it's actually over in this room. This is a new type of swooper, the Swoopula. This is a Swoopula. Swoopula's attack from the air and cling to you to suck your HP. Max HP 8, attack power 2, defense power 0. Hit A repeatedly to fight it off or else it will keep sucking your HP. You can't jump high enough to attack them while they're hanging from the ceiling. An earthquake attack ought to work though. Flying party members like Bo or Paracarry can also attack them with ease. If they fall and begin to flap around, you can attack them by jumping as well. So a regular swooper, except with a lot more HP now. This is a good time to show off Zap Attack in action, because since their attack involves draining your HP, if you have Zap Tap... Did I say Zap Attack? I meant Zap Tap. If you have Zap Tap, they'll just collide into you and immediately go down. So definitely worth having that around, at least for the early segments of the Crystal Palace. Going a little bit farther, there should be another one, so I think we're gonna call things here for now. Also, nice reflection effect, by the way. I'm pretty sure they just mirror everything, but still, pretty cool. That being said, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Paper Mario.